Hey guys, Molly Hope here, and today we're just reacting to KSI v Logan Paul, or the other two that no one really cares about, Deji and Jake Paul. And we're just going to be starting now. And one thing again, I don't know why True Geordie wasn't there. It would be much better than this guy is standing by that thing. I haven't watched it yet, but I just wish True Geordie was there. They had to put it in America, so all the supporters were Logan fans. I'm trying to be neutral here, but I just want KSI to win. I'm not sure if he will win, but I just want Deji and KSI to win. This guy just is annoying me. He just keeps on repeating the same thing. Is he deaf or something? Logan Paul, let's go, he looks so much like a chav. I'm sorry, but he just looks like a chav. Come on, like he basically what he has to do, because he's got receding hair, he has to comb it over and then back, which looks really weird, and he just made himself look like a chav. To be fair, on him, those sunglasses look pretty cool, but he turns up in a suit, it's not even that big. No, he's trying to intimidate KSI there, but I'm pretty sure JJ won't get intimidated by him. Sad how he doesn't mention that like they're all in America, so most of them are going to support him. And even if they don't like him, they're still going to support him because it's American roots. Not me. If you're lucky. Nah, let me rewind this back 10 seconds. Can you see this fat Asian kid? This guy, did you see him? With the pink phone in his hand, with glasses. He needs to fucking work out. He needs to stop saying frickin' champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Bring it here, champ. He needs to stop saying Walmart. Come on. This is not an insult. Me going up to someone who I hate and screaming Walmart. It's not an insult. Look at Jake's receding hairline. What is he, like 18 or something? No one responds. Literally no one responds. Can this guy stop repeating stuff? The True Geordie would be much better for this. Well, how do you know if he's going to be champ for a limited time only? Can you, if he time travelled to the match or something? Because you never know, he might beat your ass. So just don't be too over exaggerating. Look at JJ and Deji. They're just sat there. They're just like, I'm gonna beat your ass, but it's like you don't know if you're gonna beat his ass yet because you don't know what he's gonna be like. He beat Joe Weller like so bad, and Joe Weller's trains his ass off. So you need to put that into perspective, really. No, we're not all champs because we haven't got a thing to be a champion about. Look at me, I might be good at running, but I've won a couple of races, but that doesn't mean I'm a champ. That is, to be fair, JJ, that was really funny. Well, I didn't laugh that much, but it is pretty funny. Oh, the little kid's insult. Come over to me and make me do it. Can you stop saying champ? Like I said before, only a minority of the crowd cheers when he says "Let's go LA," because they're all American and most of them are going to be supporting Logan, and the only few minority have travelled from England to see him or like him because they hate Logan Paul and Jake. How do you know he isn't welcome? He's not welcome to you, but your hometown's Ohio, so you can't really say anything because you might live in Los Angeles, but you're not from Los Angeles, and people might welcome him. So you can't really say anything, Logan and Jake. It's only two people that don't welcome him. You don't know how many other people welcome him. Their only insult is repeating everything they say, which is incredibly annoying because they haven't got material in their brain to come up with another insult about other than repeating something that JJ or Deji says. Well, he wasn't saying anything when you said that, so there's no point saying it. And Jake and Logan, the majority of your fans are children from probably say 7 to say 13, 14, and I don't get why you're saying like shut the fuck up and stuff. Like, come on, like you've got the majority of your fans are children. You're supposed to be PG only. Well, you've kind of changed now because of Logan's situation, filming a dead body, and I've made a continuous lapse of my judgment. Well, you shouldn't have done it if you made a continuous lapse of judgment. Well, sorry, I'm going a bit on a straight now. I'll let you watch it now. What does you mean, Jake? And Logan, like, what? Like, the more stupid you sound, the more you talk. Well, you don't look at yourself, mate. I'm being quite biased to KSI at the moment, but it's mostly Logan and Jake saying the stuff. And I've paused it on a really awkward moment because KSI looks like he's on something. Yes, you're from Ohio, but you're saying LA wasn't welcome. You're being a hypocrite. Maybe he doesn't want to speak, or maybe he's thinking of something to say. You can't force people to speak, Logan. I'm sorry that I'm being biased to KSI, but everything that's done has been Logan and Jake. None of it's been Deji, and Deji's just sat there. He hasn't said much in this bit, and KSI's hardly said anything. Jake, shut up. Just because he's got sweaty pits, you haven't shown your pits, so, like, yours might be sweaty as well, you dick. Can you sit down and stop piping up? Because you're the one who ducked and dived away from KSI and got his younger brother, who hasn't boxed before and probably wouldn't want to box. So, stop piping up and sit down, you little boy. Well, you were telling him to speak, and now he's speaking, you're interrupting him, so shut up and sit down. Again, you're being hypocrites. You're telling him to speak up, and then when he actually tries to speak, you interrupt him. There's no point in him speaking if you're just going to interrupt him. To be fair, KSI, you could have thought a bit better. The first bit, the Conor McGregor wannabe, that was pretty funny. But calling him stupid and a dumbass and saying, I want to punch, I can't wait till I punch you in your smug face isn't really that funny. And if you call that a roast, it's a pretty bad roast. Like, I could come up with something better. So I think you should put as much thought you had, because they gave you 2 minutes because they kept on interrupting you, and you could have thought about something else after them interrupting you. Which supervillain? Because superheroes can say when you feel the wrath of the power of me punching you in the face as well. So, do you mean Megamind? I know that you look a great deal about like Megamind, but that doesn't really matter. But go off and suck Megamind's top of forehead, because it's big enough to fit in your mouth, because you got a giant mouth. So shut up and sit down, you little boy. He could have come up with about something better. The first bit was funny, but after I beat you, he could have said kill you or like destroy you instead of just beat you, because that's a bit like sad. Basically, it's not that funny if you say beat, because it's not really powerful. And that amount, I really want True Geordie in. I know it's in LA, but just get him in, because that guy saying champ repeatedly is just really annoying me. To be fair, that is pretty good. That's a good insult, because if no one saw the video or saw the news after Logan Paul showing the dead body, he was wearing one of those, alien hats out of Toy Story. So that's a pretty good roast. Logan, stop thinking you're funny, just shut up. And actually think of something funny, because I haven't had a giggle or heard a giggle in the crowd from you, Logan. I've had a few giggles from KSI. And your brother Jake, you stop piping up and sit down. It's not about you. Sit down, Jake. Just sit down. It's not involving you. If it's dead you saying it, I get it. But sit down, because it's not involving you. It's the mature people are speaking now, Jake. Okay, sit down. I'm sorry. Logan's not mature. Oh wow, he has a giant forehead. Oh, really? You could have thought something better to stamp on it, Logan. Come on. Jake Paul's he's so obnoxious. Like, he's screaming trash. He's turned into Ali A now. I tell you, he's turned into Ali A. Hot trash. Can you stop stating the obvious, Logan? We know it's KSI's face. Oh no, I thought it was Vidal's. To be fair, Logan, that was a pretty good comeback. The first one he's made, blimmin' heck. Throwing KSI's bandana into the crowd that you probably bought at Walmart. Alright, let's rewind back to the start of 2017. Remember the Paul beef when those two didn't really like each other? What happened now? How can it just change in like half a year? Them from hating each other to liking each other all of a sudden again. I think that beef was fake actually, so they've got a point. Who? If you guys don't know, like I've already mentioned it, but the Suicide Forest thing happened where the basically used a dead body for views. Can you?
Logan Paul, you had a knee injury a few years ago, didn't you? Yeah, bro, I did my research. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we all know what happened to the last guy that had a knee injury. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. No, you actually suck at talking, bro. You don't belong in Los Angeles. It's cool. I'm here.
Well, he's not stuttering, so he doesn't suck at talking. Unlike me, I stutter literally every sentence. So he doesn't suck at talking. And if he does stutter, maybe he's got a problem with him, like stuttering or Tourette's. So I wouldn't really make fun of people with stutters, because people actually have been diagnosed with Tourette's and stuff, and it's a huge problem for them. People can get bullied for it, and people can, like, I've heard about people ringing the police because someone has Tourette's, and they say something offensive but they don't mean it. So I don't think you should be making fun of that, really. Did someone just say in the crowd, "You're not Chinese"?
What are you going to do when you lose? Huh? Tell me. What are you going to do? You know, I've got an idea. He's gonna set up his camera. He's gonna look all beaten up and bruised. And then he's gonna start with something familiar. No. Sit your ass down, bitch. What the fuck is he saying? Sit your ass down.
Well, you know what he's saying, unless you're freaking from Germany or something and you speak German. You know what he's saying, because you speak English, he speaks English. You're not foreign, so you know what he's saying. That's the only response he could have to that. You look good now. He couldn't think of anything else, because you look good now is the only thing he could think of. You look good now isn't. You looked well worse, so just think about what you're saying, Logan, before you say it.
Make sure you zoom into my face for this. This is what you're gonna say once you lose, okay? I've made a severe and continuous.
Ooh. I've heard about this bit, and people saying he beat up Logan. He didn't. He just ran at him and pushed him slightly, and then everyone gets in his way. How is he a coward and a pussy if you're the one that they're holding him off from coming at you? No one's holding you off. And there's Jake Paul and Logan Paul's creepy ass dad, just there behind that Team Paul person. You know, if Vidal's on the stage, you could knock out every single person on this stage. So I think you should be worrying Jake and Logan, because if Vidal come up against you, you'll be knocked out in 2 seconds, mate. I'm going to stop it here now. Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and the shout out of the day is going to be Leisha Moore. She's a YouTuber, and she should come up, and just subscribe to her. It really helps. And thanks for watching, guys, and see you.